Hey you, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. As always, it's Saba, and I was going to film this video as a regular sit down video. I was going to film it in a different room of my house, but my daughter will only be semi-quiet if I am in the room with her. Let's see what my hair looks like. It's about to be time for her to go to bed anyway, so my phone. As you can see from the title, I'm going to be telling you guys my reaction to the 13 Reasons Why season 2, the whole season or whatever. I filmed my reaction to the season 3 trailer 3 days ago, which prompted me to watch season 2 because the only season I had watched was season 1. First off, I just want to talk about some of the things that I talked about in my reaction to the trailer. I said something about people who are potentially suicidal. They could watch this show and it may glorify suicide to them, but I want to retract my statement because I would have to go back and see if I could say this about season 1, but after watching season 2, they really didn't glorify it at all. I feel like they did a super good job at making it known that what Hannah did was detrimental to not just herself but to everybody around her. It affected everybody around her. Everybody had residual feelings about it. Everybody was hurt about it. Everybody felt bad about it. Everybody just wished she wouldn't do it. The whole time I'm watching the freaking season, I'm thinking they're going to be like, oh yeah, you know, this is a joke, she's not really dead, but you know, of course she is dead, sadly. Hopefully y'all can hear me TV. Suicide is really serious. It doesn't just affect just the person who commits it. It affects everybody around them, their whole family, their friends, their loved ones, whether they feel like they care or not. It really does affect people as a whole and not just the one person who committed the act. My second thing I would like to say is I really feel so bad for Justin because, oh my gosh, how his mother is an addict and then he kind of out of fear participated in what happened to Jess. It is just so sad. She like is tripping. It's so sad that he still clearly likes Jess. They ended up getting together at the end a little bit, but not like officially or whatever, but you know. I just think it's so sad that number one, he's still doing heroin. Number two, he isn't thinking about the effects of him stealing his mom's boyfriend's money because clearly the mom's boyfriend is stalking him a little bit and he knows where he is. So maybe that'll come to a head in season 3, hopefully in Justin's favor. Hopefully he doesn't get killed because he stole this man's drug money. Because I feel like him and Jess really do like each other, and of course Alex likes Jess too. So, you know, it's just a sad little love triangle. I really don't know who I'm rooting for because Alex is going through stuff too, and he deserves to be happy as well, but it's just a lot. Justin, does he even deserve her after what he put his friendship with Bryce over his relationship with her? So does he even really deserve her? Who knows? Other than that, my third point would probably be about Tony. Tony is like my favorite character only because Tony is my favorite character only because he is such a good friend. Tony is down for anything. I know he is in trouble like with his probation, but even though he tells Clay like, no, I'm not getting into this, I'm chilling, he still is there for him always, no matter what Clay needs. Tony is always there helping out, lending a hand, and I love it. I love Tony. It's so sad that money goes a super long way in this world because Bryce should not have gotten 3 months probation. In what world did he deserve 3 months probation for what he did? The world is unjust in situations like that because people get life for doing nothing. And he got 3 months probation. I understand he's like a minor, but the man looks 32. So it's like, how you get 3 months probation? That's corny. And it's really sad too because, you know, Justin don't have the same resources as him, so he had to spend twice as long in freaking, I don't know if he spent 6 months in the juvenile detention place or if he's just had 6 months probation, but I'm feeling like he had 6 months in the detention center. Who else? Chloe. Oh my gosh, Chloe. No, Chloe, no. And then after seeing what's going to happen in season 3 in the freaking trailer, and she's pregnant. Of course it's Bryce's. You pregnant? Come on. That's not it, Chloe. That was, and I don't know why. What's her name? Maya? I don't know. Whoever the curly hair girl is, her burning those pictures, I think that was pretty stupid. I don't know why she did that, because all them pictures were not of her. So that was kind of irritating that she burned those pictures, the Polaroids. Of course, the freaking biggest part of the whole thing. What the freak is his name? Tyler. That's his name, right? Tyler? No, Tyler is the one who's with Jess. What's that boy's name? Yeah, his name's Tyler. Okay, Tyler, right. Tyler. Oh my gosh. First of all, we all know, we all can see why he would be pushed to freaking want to shoot up that school. Them kids are out of control. What happened to Tyler is literally disgusting. And the fact that he even, what's his name, Montgomery or whatever his name is, I don't even know what his name is. The fact that he even thought to do that to him is kind of sick. The fact that he even thought to do that to him is sick. Oh my gosh, I'm about to go crazy. Yes, the fact that he even thought to do that to him is literally sick and disgusting. And he needs to be punished severely for that, because that was just disgusting, number one. Number two, no matter what he did to y'all as far as the baseball team concerned, he really didn't deserve that at all. He's trying to make amends. He went to his little rehabilitation program or whatever he went to. He's trying to do better. He clearly has some issues, because he wanted to shoot up the school before he even went to the freaking detention center or wherever he went, his rehab place. He came back, he said sorry, and y'all still chose, Bryce told you not to do anything, because clearly Bryce is your lord. He told you not to do anything, and you still went and freaking did the most horrible thing you could possibly ever do to somebody. That's so horrible. And it's understandable that he got that angry and that he freaking got his guns and wanted to shoot up the school, because people think they can do whatever they want to you. You're just supposed to sit back, but of course that's not the answer. All I'm saying is it's understandable. And I felt so bad for him, because he didn't deserve that. No matter, he really didn't do anything. He took pictures of Hannah. He took pictures of the girls or whatever. He spread them around. He said, of course he knows he was wrong for doing that. Not to say that I'm on Tyler's side at all, because I kind of do think he's kind of creepy, just because of his face. Like, he has kind of a creepy face to me, and you know, to be honest, I don't know what his deal is. I don't know what he has going on, because he seemed like he liked that girl, Cyrus's sister. He seemed like he liked her, but then, you know, it's like he didn't like her. And then when he came back from the detention center, he wanted to go out with her, but then she was going out with the guy Eric or whatever. So I really don't know what his deal is, like whether he likes her or not, number one. Number two, like I said, he does have a creepy face. So he's not my favorite character. But did he deserve what that boy did to him? No, not at all. Like 100%. 200%, not at all. It was disgusting, and it was really sad to watch. And the one thing I will say too about this show, like I said, how it was like geared towards teenagers, I really think now after watching season 2, not to say that they do a good job, because you know what adults want to watch a show full of teenagers, to be honest, because you know I kind of don't. I've been out of high school for like 6 years. I don't want to go back. I think it does a really good job at putting you in a high schooler's and a teenager's mindset, because we've been there. Whether you guys watching are teenagers now or were teenagers before or are going to be teenagers, we've been there where it's like we feel like nobody understands us. We feel like no adults will listen. We feel like no adults have ever been through anything that we've been through. And it is really kind of like eye-opening, and it's a good thing for adults or people with children or people with teenagers to watch, because you really need to be there for teenagers. You do, like children in general. Yeah, you need to be there for them, and you need to listen to them. Clay's dad asked him why children don't tell their parents anything. And Clay didn't say this, but I feel like people don't tell their parents stuff because for sometimes you just feel like they're not listening. You feel like, of course, if you do something bad or whatever, quote unquote bad, you think you're going to get in trouble. You feel like they're not listening to you to know why you did what you did or whatever, but they're just listening to you for them to know what you did, and then for them to think of some punishment for it, if that makes sense. They're not listening to understand what you're going through or what your thoughts were leading up to this or blah blah. They're just listening to discipline you or reprimand you. Everybody doesn't want to hear that all the time. When I'm telling you something or what I'm going through or whatever, of course, you know, maybe I do need to get disciplined or reprimanded. That's not the first thing I want to hear out your mouth. Like, I want to hear that you understand and you get it and you've been there and you know and blah, blah, blah. Tyler, for instance, Tyler's parents, all Tyler's parents want to say is he's a good boy, he's a good boy, he's a good boy. And that's all fine and dandy. If you think your son is a good boy, great. But you need to understand what your son is going through. Your son got sodomized at school and he didn't tell you. Why didn't he tell you? Because you don't listen. People need to listen more often. Hear what people are telling you and then respond. We all want our children to be good children. We all want to be good people in general. But sometimes people, not to say that he's not a good person, but he did stuff that needed to be reprimanded and needed to be disciplined, and y'all didn't do that. Y'all were not there. Y'all probably didn't even know that he was outside Hannah's house taking pictures of her. That's not cute. That's not cool. And parents need to be more active in their children and teenagers' lives and be more present. Even Bryce's parents, they going on their trips and stuff like that, and like he told Hannah, like he wishes they'd pop in or whatever. Of course we don't want to admit to our parents that we want them around, but of course we want them around as teenagers, and I guess when we get older too. Like, of course we want, I guess especially as teenagers, because when you get older and they wasn't around for your teenagers, you're like, who cares now? When they were teenagers, you should have been there. Yes. You should have been there listening to them and talking to them and trying to understand who they are as people and not just your child. Who is this person aside from being my child? Who are you? What do you enjoy? What do you like? What do you dislike? What are your hobbies? What are you passionate about? Do y'all know that about y'all children? Do y'all know their favorite color? What their favorite movie is? What their favorite song is? Who their favorite artist is? What they're going through in school? Like, do y'all know that? Do people know that about their children? Like, you should try to learn some stuff about people, about your child. Just like you learn your significant other, you should learn your child because you made them. Aren't you interested? That's my takeaway from season 2. I really thoroughly, for the most part, enjoyed it. I skipped a little bit, you know, of the boring parts, but I paid attention to the most important parts, and I think they did a really good job at explaining that suicide is not the answer. You do have other options. You do have a way out, and it's not death, and you can get through it. Jess asked Hannah's mom, what do we do? And she said, keep fighting, and that's really what you have to keep going. Life is hard. Just have to enjoy the good parts and don't dwell too much on the bad parts, because bad things are going to happen, but good things are going to happen too. And the more you focus on the bad, the more bad things will happen. So you just have to keep pushing until you figure out something good. I don't think they glorified suicide at all. I am excited for season 3, especially after watching the season 3 trailer. I wonder what they're going to do next, because hopefully Tyler gets better. What's his name? Justin. Hopefully he gets off of his drugs. Hopefully Clay can get over Hannah and move on. I hope Hannah's mom does well in New York. It's so sad that her parents broke up. Her dad had an affair. It's really sad, because being a married woman, I would never want that to happen to me, and especially him moving on with another woman who has a daughter. Like, are you kidding? We have a daughter. What do you need her for? Men need to be loved too. They need to be, like he said, he needs to be hugged and feel like he's needed. So yeah, men do need that. So it's understandable, but that would have been nice if they could have worked that out. Clap, clap, clap. I'm super looking forward to season 3. Don't forget to do your good deed of the day and like this video. And if you're so inclined, you could also subscribe. It's free. Let me know you guys' thoughts down below. That's going to be the end of this video. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.